10 places in 8 different states and 2 different countries. This is how many places I've lived during the short 21 years I've been on this earth. I thought I'd seen a lot, and maybe compared to most kids growing up that was true. I had seen more places, but it wasn't until this trip to Australia and New Zealand that my outlook on life was truly expanded and my definition of progress forever altered. The Sydney 5 years ago, and even 2 months ago, would have told you that progress to me is just about improving and moving up to the next year of life and school, every semester trying to make better grades than the last, to eventually graduate, get my master's, enter my accounting job I already have lined up, to essentially be a cog in the machine, find a husband before 27, kids before 30, and the list goes on. My definition of progress was essentially a checklist where I just needed to get through the day, to get through the year, to get to my next checkpoint in my mapped out life plan. This trip changed all that for me. Specifically, Simon made a comment that may have slipped past most people, but stopped me in my tracks on our Carnarvon hike. He said someone close to him worked extremely hard for long hours every day with the mindset just to grind out his career and retire early. But all that suddenly halted when he unexpectedly died at 30. I almost felt sick as I'm headed straight down that path myself. So often at college, especially in the accounting school, I felt the pressure to also work a 70-hour work week in public accounting. But it'll be worth it because of the good pay or employment opportunities after you, quote, do your time. But what quality of life is that? Why should my finite, precious life and meaningful experiences wait to start until 30 years from now? Just as we discovered in LEI, you can't put a value on a treasure as incredible and beneficial as the Great Barrier Reef. There's no monetary trade-off for parts of the reef that have been destroyed. Just as I realize there's no compensation or job that should ever take away from living a life that I love and with a balance that I can sustain. Life is precious, and progress to me now is not a checklist, but rather consistently changing things that are most important to me, such as family time, new experiences, sustainability, activities outdoors, or just getting to know someone new. GDP is not a comprehensive measure of success for a country, nor is money or job title an accurate measure of fulfillment for my life now. I feel personally responsible to actively protect our Earth after this trip, taking what I learned about sustainability back to my life at UGA, such as asking for coffee in my reusable mug like Steven, taking short showers like in LEI, or only shopping with my reusable bags as Ainsley required. It's the little things from many people who care all together that make up a sustainable future for us all, and I can't wait to teach my family and friends back home. One of the best parts during the trip was when I stopped. Stopped hiking, stopped talking, stopped surfing, or even stopped screaming while skydiving to have a moment alone and just take it all in. In that moment, just me and some of the most beautiful places I'm grateful to have had the opportunity to see. Stillness, to soak it in with just my thoughts. This view is beautiful. I must protect the earth so my kids can see this. My life is beautiful. I must start to prioritize and cherish what truly matters to me.